Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu Rolling Analysis, Episode 11. Good to have you here. Today we have Mr. Christian in the black gi and Ramon in the blue gi. I hope that you enjoy the video. If you do, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, ringing the notification bell. I try to get all the videos out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, for you guys to enjoy. I know some people have been enjoying it with their morning coffee. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Here we go. So I don't need to back up. I would be careful leaving your hand out like this. I know you have your grip here, Christian, but if he were to make a grip and then just throw your hand up, he could come in and throw a flying triangle. Oh, I didn't make myself smaller. Almost. Let's see there. What happened? Love that sweep. Back it up a little bit more. You get behind. His weight's forward. You hook. He throws his knees inward. You missed. Did you miss the other hook? That might have been it. Yeah, you missed the other hook. Okay. I mean, yeah, don't miss the other hook. And you got it. Hold on a second. All right. I think there might be a red border around me that I just noticed and I took off. But chalk it up to being new. Whatever. All right. So, yeah, don't miss that foot. Ramon, commit to that more. I know it's a little intimidating, but really get this back leg up high. So that front leg's good. Get that back leg up high and you'll come right over. Right into the knee cut. Don't even hesitate here. Yeah. As your weight shifts this direction, right? As your weight shifts this direction, boom, you should be immediately cutting through. Like right now, like boom, boom, go right through. Yeah, you re-solidify here. There's no reason. Excuse me. You can go directly through. Yeah, you could have gone right through. All right. Mount. So you can go to 3/4 mount here. Yeah, you're giving that half guard. I wouldn't do that. Christian, nice job. Ramon, if you just push on that top knee, you can get your knee back out on his knee. If you push his knee, you can get your knee back out. Christian creating frames. You're going to be looking to make frames right here. Okay, deep half. You could look to turn all the way this way and rotate his hips this direction as well. Oop, I didn't freeze it. So an easier way to get this foot out, like you could put your hip back on the, I would just honestly actually right here, put your hip on the ground right here, keep your head and your arm on the other side of his head, and then just heel toe your foot all the way up, kind of like this. All right, I'm doing it with my hand, but you heel toe all the way up, bring your foot all the way to his butt, and then you just push this knee down and it'll pop right over your knee. And then you have back in quarter mount and you have a reverse crossface. It's very difficult to deal with. You have the Kimura. So you get out right there. But something that you could also do, if you have, I'm going to assume you have the Kimura back here. If you just do a forward roll over this side shoulder, and apply pressure to the Kimura. You're not going to finish the Kimura, but it should open up his guard a little bit for your leg to just kind of like pull out. Like if you start rolling right here, right? Your knee should just kind of like slip right out. Christian, with a Kimura in, you want to be trying to turn on this side to get the Kimura kind of like under your body to protect it. Oh, here you go. Nice mirror. Yeah, if you just turn on this side of your body here, right? So if you're turning this way, you'd be turning this way. Get over your arm and kind of protect your arm with your body. So before we slip out of here, Ramon, I would take this hand. I would remove, at the same time, remove this hand and slide this hand up over the knuckles. And then use that to pull his arm like up under his back. It'd be very, very, very difficult to deal with. You do it at the same time. It's not like you take one hand off and slide the other hand up. You kind of slide the other hand up as you take over with that overhook hand. And this hand gets free. Yeah, like instead of grabbing your own hand here, that hand just goes right over, and you pull back on his arm. Christian, you were about to clear out. So right here, turn this hip over and get the turtle, or this hand can come out and look to bicep punch him in this direction. I'm not a big fan of this because what I like to do is I'll just, actually what Ramon's doing right there, I'll just come over the top of one, and now you have a pretty nasty armbar set up. It looks like he's hunting for it right now. Let's see if he gets it. So you have a triangle available right now. You could, Ramon, with that other hand on this side, look to go under the neck and get a north-south choke. Ah, fancy. Yeah, that's the armbar, actually. Nice job, Christian. Get out of it. But that is the armbar that I was talking about. Right, and so Ramon, when you do this, you want to have your weight. So as you go, put your head over here. So this leg gets light, and you can just slap it over the head instead of coming over. So you raise your head up to lift your leg, and that just creates a ton of space. Look at all this space. And you give Christian the opportunity to turn. If your head's tight down here, you eliminate all this space. It's very difficult. And then what you do is you kind of sit on this hip, and as you go to roll back with the arm bar, you drive the knee towards the ceiling. And you have them in I think it's called the shotgun arm bar. It's strong. It's a strong arm bar. Christian, when you pull guard, I would get your feet up in some manner, because your feet are committed right now. All your weight's on your feet. If Ramon were to cut a corner either direction very quickly, you're not going to be able to respond, which is what he did. But Ramon, instead of leading with your outside leg, consider leading with your inside leg. So instead of this leg, so this leg can step out, but this is the one that wants to like whip in and get next to his hip. Again, knee slice. You should be knee slicing. Boom. Shift your weight this way. Make Christian turn his knees. Knee slice. Like right away. You have the underhook. Yeah, there we go. Let me just see if you hit it, and then. Okay, nice. Let's clean it up a little bit. So I like the underhook. I like the pressure right here. So instead of, I'm going to try to pause it right before your hip breaks to the side. Right. Okay. So you continue driving your knee this direction. What I would consider is keeping your knee kind of like straight under your hip and shift your whole body to the side rather than just your knee. And then what you can do is you could put your knee on the floor and like a kickstand on a bike. It like it's kind of like the motion where you're bringing the kickstand up. It's just like one big metal bar that goes up. You're gonna do that with your knee, and you're just gonna kick it back. All right, and you basically clear his leg with the knee bar with the knee line, and then you look to run your hips back to get his knees facing this direction, making it difficult for him to get back into guard. Little weird to explain, but just again, keep like this. Look, your head, your spine, all the way down the back of your leg. Keep all that kind of in a straight line and shift it together, if that makes sense. Like, this isn't wrong, but it's more difficult. You could take your leg back here and kick this foot to pull your leg through. I mean, you're okay. Like, you're going to hit the pass, but just make it a little bit more efficient. Let's see. I'm going to back it up. Is there anything Christian could be doing there? Christian, you could turn to reverse de la Riva. So before he shifts his weight, let's see when we get back here. So like right here, bring this leg through a little bit. Like not just shift. Like shift your weight so this side of your body's on the floor, this side of your body's up in the air, this leg is through, and then you're using this leg on his hip up here, reverse de la Riva. And yeah, so instead of it getting stuck back here, you place it into the hip. Like where your hand is, put your foot there. And then your hand's free to fight the underhook. Ooh. Feels good. All right, what we got going? Okay. All right, so we pass through. Are both arms collected? Nice. So you're under both elbows? Yeah, very nice, Ramon. That is what you want. Yeah, good. Good. What I would consider doing, just to add a little bit more control, is at this point, before you go for mount, put this arm, see how it's hovering? Just drop it to the floor, get under, let me see if I can get a different frame. Yeah, just get it right. So here's his elbow right here. Just get it under his elbow. You don't have to drive it up yet, but just get it under his elbow. Then when you transition to shin mount, which you do really well, you can reinforce your elbow with your knee and then use your whole body to shove your arm up high, which will then put him in a really bad position and you can get into high mount. It'll keep his arms above his head. You will have both underhooks. It's going to be very difficult for him to deal with. Right here, I'd be looking to get this knee to the floor on this side of his arm because that's going to set you up for mounted triangles and just put him in a really bad spot. Pinching your knees right now. I know these guys are in the way. Who's that? Can't even tell. Yeah, I'd be pinching your knees there. Just squeeze him. Keep his arm in. Nice, Christian. Good job. That was pretty. What was that pass? Let's check that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go slow here. I have to say, oh man, my red lighting. I gotta be careful with the mic. Sorry about that. I have to say, let me turn it down. Okay, as I immediately redlined, I have to say, one of my pet peeves in jiu-jitsu, and this is something that I had to learn very early on from Daniel Gracie, one of my instructors when I was a white and a blue belt, was dealing with hesitation. When you make a grip, especially, it doesn't matter, gi, no gi, when you make a grip, when you put your hands on them, you should go. Like you're never going to get like the perfect setup. Obviously we want that. We want to practice for that, but it's not going to happen exactly right every single time. There's movement. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to be perfect for you to execute something. It needs to be as close as possible. But like if my hand is, if this is the knee and I want it perfectly here, but I'm here, they can still do the move. It's not going to stop me from doing the move. Okay. So especially with passing, it's a little bit more free in that sense. So what I'm getting at is when you make connection, you go. And Christian does that really well here. He did it so fast I didn't see what he was doing. I'm not going to lie, I was trying to figure out who this group is. But that's neither here nor there. I still didn't see what he was doing. So I like this little arm shift, telegraph. Okay, so you grab the thumb, which is illegal. Nice. Oh, you're just driving through. Did you get over his... Yeah, nice. So if you're... Does he get your foot? Yeah, you should be good. What happens here? Oh, you just went too far. Try to stay tighter. Just try to stay tighter when you get the pass. That just comes to practice. Yeah, so like try to stop yourself right here. Rather, like your foot's still in the air. I'd already be trying to stop myself here. You went too far. It's okay. Good attempt. And then you try to get back on top. So you got to think where your base is poor. This whole line is just like, it looks very easy to just take you that way. So when you go to turn back into him, take this foot and just place it out here. Just get ready for that push in that direction. Boom. Nice, Ramon. If you didn't see what Ramon did and you're curious how to defend that pass, he gets this knee to his elbow right away. So you can't, there's just a elbow-knee connection. Very difficult to deal with. It's frame. It's a good frame. A wedge, if you will. Frame. I don't know. I mean, I do know, but it's frame. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, it's Bob. Oh, you guys got to move. All right, so what's this grip doing for you? Let's see. Do you use it to escape? Yeah, I'd be really careful about holding on like this because I can just wrench an arm and you can get Kimura'd, arm barred. It's not a good position to be in. Let's just back it up where we were. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what you're doing with that grip. I would prefer you take this out and put it just right in front of his face. Just a frame right in front of his face. Okay? I don't know what this is doing. You're just giving him the underhook, right? So he needs the underhook to control your body, and you're just giving it to him. Think about side control, like head control. Like he's in a pseudo, almost Kesikatami, or Scarfold. I might be mixing those up. A Scarfold position, kind of. If he wants to turn back down and he takes this arm now, right? If he takes this arm and just cross faces your head and he already has the underhook on this side, he just clamps his hands together, puts the cross face in nice and strong, and you're holding him in the position. I don't know, maybe there's a purpose to this. If there is, then ignore me, but I don't see you using it for anything beneficial. You end up in the bottom of mount, hugging his head, And I really recommend against that again because it's not hard for them to just crush under and overhooks over your arms and pry your hands apart, pry your arms away from your body, and then look to start finishing you. You guys know I like to do that tricep slicer, and that position is great for it right there. All right, we're back in mount. You should always have a goal when you're in mount, which is what you're doing, is just getting their elbows up as high as possible, getting under them. I like the tripod there. Nice, Christian. I like that. A little risky, but hey, you got away with it. Yeah, nice. Let's go. I'll come back to that. Oh, that's the end of the round. Oh no, got the music back on. Here, I'll just mute it the old-fashioned way. Okay, what was that? That was a nice pass. Let's see that pass again. All right, so again, you make your grips and go. I love that. You step through. Yeah, so yeah, that's good. Good pass. Ramon, to avoid that, kick this leg so you hook it right here. Just kick it up high and kind of send him off balance. Or you could look to raise your leg right here and try to get this foot off the ground and kind of like roll this way. You're not necessarily going to sweep him. You could, but you're probably just going to off balance him. The other thing you could do is invert a little bit here. So tuck your chin and your head in that way. Get on this shoulder and rotate this bottom knee in front of this shin and then use it to push away. Or I guess you'd be pushing this way and your body would be moving this way. And that's the end of the round. Looks good, guys. Rolling well. Thank you guys for letting me break down your video. I hope it was helpful. If you want your video to get broken down, please reach out to me either on here on YouTube or you can hit me up on Instagram at ColettiNick. I'd love to break down your videos. I haven't really figured out how to get film from other people yet, but please do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. A bunch of our guys are competing this weekend, so hopefully I'll have some cool competition footage to break down. I hope that you guys are rested, and I'll see you at the competition tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys.